What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, y'all? It's Big KILLZOWN on your phone, and money still long, and the team is forever ever strong. And we back live with we are back live with another episode of Beats and Bitz podcast. And one more week, man. One more week till that Snyder cut come out, man. We gonna have a lot to talk about next week. I hope you're ready. It come out Thursday, so right before the pod, I ain't gotta run home, and I mean I will be running home
I know it.
on Thursday. I'm cutting my phone off. I ain't talking to y'all until after I get finished. I'm gonna get finished, and then we gonna come down here and we gonna have a real in depth uh talk about it. So first thing first, man, that Bethesda
Yep.
conference. So Microsoft up and did it, and they said it will be some exclusive games. They just ain't gonna say what it is yet.
It's it's
And
it's it's gonna be something, but it's not gonna be Wolfenstein or Doom. And they know they can get that money from Doom on everything. They know
yeah, I
they'll get
mean,
that Wolfenstein money on everything. So
and
those
the Elder
games,
Scrolls money.
and they'd be a fucking idiot to just we're gonna cut off Elder Scrolls, Doom, and what's name just to be on Microsoft. It's like that bold strategy, Cotton, but not the smartest.
Hold on. Okay, I was just making sure. Hold on, you still there?
Yeah, I'm like
Yeah.
it's a bold strategy, but I wouldn't. I don't think it's gonna be Elder Scrolls, Doom, or Wolfenstein. It's gonna be something else. It's gonna be something good, but it ain't.
What you think? Starfield? That Starfield might go.
Yeah, I
Might
don't.
be because
I don't.
Starfield is supposed to be like Fallout in space, Elder
I,
Scrolls in space.
I can see
So
that, but like Fallout and all them, no, they ain't finna fuck up that gravy train. They get too much damn money
too
every
much
year
money.
from like
Too
Fallout.
much money.
Fallout always is a sellout every time it comes out. Doom fucking sells out. Wolfenstein sells really damn good. Elder
Oh
Scrolls,
yeah.
how many motherfuckers is still playing Skyrim?
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh
I'm
yeah.
like, yeah,
Still to this day.
they not finna fuck up their gravy train. I'm gonna just go ahead and do this bullshit with it. No, be fucking stupid.
I mean, they did just drop. I forget like a gang of games on Game Pass.
Well,
They dropped a
we
gang of
we,
games on there.
we knew that was coming, and that's cool and all,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But like them saying exclusive, hell no, that shit ain't gonna happen. Too much damn money to be made doing other things instead of I'm gonna just keep it locked to the Xbox and PC.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah.
too much money to be made putting it out on everything than doing it just this. And
Yeah. I
Microsoft will get
mean,
a couple of exclusives out of it.
I
And that's
mean,
good for them, right? They'll drive up some PC and Xbox Series S, X, EX2 Plus Alpha console sales. But
if you could buy one,
if you can find one, yeah. But like they ain't finna fuck up, their money. They'd be
not at
stupid.
all.
They'd be stupid to do that.
I mean, time will tell. We did they so Tribute Games is doing a TMNT game. That new the Shredder's Revenge, man.
I,
And oh
I,
my god. Oh my god. We was just talking about that we was just talking about what was it, Turtles in Time a couple
yeah,
episodes ago. So I'm like at first I got scared because I bought Turtles in Time remastered
yeah.
and I got scared as hell. And I ain't gonna even lie to you. And one thing I noticed was .mu and Tribute.
And they just
You know
got
what I'm
done
saying?
doing Streets of Rage 4, which was fucking awesome.
Yeah. So they got the look down. They got the aesthetic down.
And it doesn't just look
Like
like it's the TMNT 2 arcade game for NES. It's
no,
also, I'm like, wait a minute. This is from TMNT 2. That's where they gonna get April outside her house at the start of the game. This part is from Manhattan Project on NES. That's 3.
yeah,
And this part here, that's for. Are you
yeah.
combining all 3 of the really damn good TMNT beat 'em ups that we had back then in one game?
That's what it looked like. Or they might be like just taking some of the
Bruh,
you
I,
know.
how much does it cost? And how soon can you take my money?
It'd probably be $20.
Shit,
Yeah.
I'll get him. I get him $30.
I'm gonna probably get the
limited edition or
what is
whatever.
yeah,
And
yeah.
I'm like, I'm gonna buy that motherfucker because it's TMNT. I already know what I'm gonna do when it come out. I'm gonna get some Little Caesars stuffed crust pizza with 3 meat,
Man,
some
look,
crazy bread, some soda, and I'm gonna watch the first movie. I'm gonna play the fuck out the game. Then I'm gonna watch the second movie, and then I'm gonna pass out, and then wake
yeah.
up and do it again the next day.
I just bought me a just to celebrate. I just bought a stuffed crust pretzel
Yeah, they should have did
pizza.
it. They should have did
Oh
it.
man.
Told you.
Oh man, you know what? Tomorrow I'm gonna fast and then I'm gonna give me a good salad because I've been eating good all week ever since I
Yeah,
heard
yeah.
that. Like that brightened up my week. I was kind of going through it, but that brightened up my week, and then um I didn't even realize that Snyder Cut was creeping right up on us.
Yeah, we got
They
that
put
next week.
the tickets. They put the tickets out for Kong versus Godzilla, and I'm like this close. You know what I'm saying?
I got an extra big ass TV. I got a PS4 Pro that works on my 4K ass TV. I'm
I
finna
mean,
go get
look,
me
I
some
didn't hold up.
snacks.
I
I'm
didn't been
finna.
to,
Here's the
yeah.
best part about it, though. Yeah, I can go to the IMAX. Yeah, I can see it in theaters. But here's the one thing I can't do at the IMAX or at the movie theater. I can't get up,
Yeah.
pause that motherfucker, and go to the bathroom and then come back without missing something.
Yeah, I mean,
So
I might go just because I want to see it at the OmniMax on the biggest thing, small. Cause see, I had somebody. Here go Hayes in the building. I
okay, what's
had
going on?
somebody. I was gonna maybe go over their house and see it. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know if I'm gonna go over there because yeah, I had it all planned out.
Man, I'm gonna watch guys at the con versus at the crib. I'm gonna get me some snacks and shit.
I don't know. Them stimmies hitting, so I mean, I might sell my TV and get a that 90.
Shit. Like
Put
I'm
it up
like,
on the wall.
look,
Like,
they need to hurry up my damn stimmy. I'm like, where the is my stimmy? I want my shit tomorrow.
hey, look, I want.
Tomorrow.
I got my Missouri tax return back, so I'm just waiting on. I
I'm
want
gonna,
both of them here at the same time.
shit.
Shout out to Moneybag Joe. You know what I'm saying? What happened to Hayes?
I don't know, man. But like, you gonna have so much damn money. You're gonna be like,
no, I'm saving all mine though.
I know, man. But
I'm paying some stuff off.
no,
I'm saving all mine.
I already know what I'm doing when I'm on my stimmy. I'm gonna get me one of them little ass kiddie pools, put it inside my house, and I'm gonna just swim in my money like Scrooge McDuck because I want to.
Or you can go. Where did I see it at?
And then I'm put it back in the bank.
Where did I see it at? Well, Walmart. I saw a TMNT cabinet.
Yeah, I saw it.
And it was on set. Okay, well there you go.
But it only comes with TMNT 2 and Turtles in Time. I'm like, I don't know.
You know what? I wanted to get that X-Men one, so I don't know if I see that or because I just don't know where I'm gonna put it. Like I mean, you know,
that's the same problem I got. That's the same problem my homeboy who got a house got. He like, where can I fucking put this?
Well, I know where I could put mine for the time being, but then I'm gonna have to break it down when I go to the new spot, and then it's like if I ain't got room I got somewhere to put it now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I was finna buy my grandmother the Pac-Man game but she ain't got nowhere to put it. You know what I'm saying?
That's the problem. I'm like, man, dude, I would need to get an extension on my house because I'm like, I ain't just gonna buy 1 or 2 arcade cabinets. I'm buying like several. I'm gonna have.
I mean,
this
if I
cabinet,
get
that
like,
cabinet.
yeah,
You know,
I
it's
mean,
like
yeah,
I have all of these because it's like
for sure.
I want the shit that I should be able to have, but I don't have it. And you know,
What up? What
that's
up?
what it is.
What up, Charlie? What up? Saying, what's that? Sands on two. I can't say it,
Say
but
it's old
shout,
too, man.
yeah, shout out to y'all, man, checking in on YouTube and Twitch. Shout out to Hayes. We waiting on him to come back. But yeah, Sandstone two. Okay, yeah, I got it. There we go. Got to make sure I get the name right. Shout out to Sandstone Toucan. So,
Yeah.
what else happened, man? Oh yeah, your boy Bow Wow is actually out here training with
Oh.
Rikishi. And Soldier Boy, he flamed the hell out of Randy Orton. I'm sorry, he flamed the hell out of.
And then Iron Sheik got in there, and Sheik just destroyed that boy.
I mean,
we know
at this point,
we know Soldier Boy clown ass ain't finna do nothing.
I mean, we got Soldier Boy and Bow Wow versus Randy Orton. It's gonna be a 2-on-1 match.
Orton will just RKO the shit out of both of them, and then he'll punt Soldier Boy, pin Bow Wow 1, 2, 3. Done.
I mean, time will tell, but
I mean, like I could be, Soldier Boy clown ass. I could put that on Twitter. I don't care.
He'll respond back to you, man.
Let's go.
Cardi B went diamond. Shout out to Cardi B. She the first female. This Soldier Boy put WWE. He said, I will put it on the screen, but no.
I clown that little clown ass clown.
Hey, look, man, we gotta look. I gotta put some respect on Soulja's name because he paved the way for a lot of the rappers, the Drakes, the Chief Keefs, the Travis Scott, a lot of people wouldn't been able to get going viral. Wouldn't be a thing without Soulja Boy, but he be a little extra sometimes, and he bites off a lot more than he can chew.
His mouth right chicks his ass can't cash.
I mean, yeah, but the music be jamming when he feel like it. But they like, I mean, his fans is undeniable. Like I don't know any other besides Drake. No other artist has been in the game this long, 15 years in the game, almost 15 years in the game, with a fan base that loyal and that dedicated. Like he did fell off like 2 or 3 times, but still is getting richer. And no. I'm gonna say this: 50. I'm talking about rapping while still rapping, like still getting money, still in the conversation. Like 50 is so out of the conversation. 50 is like the overseer.
We would have DMX if he stopped getting locked up.
Yeah. Exactly. But
we would have Mystical.
Mystical. Hold on, Mystical got cleared of all of his charges.
He got cleared. Man.
No, he got cleared of all of his charges. So shout out to Mystical. All of that stuff was fake. He didn't touch them women at all.
That's good.
He got cleared.
But I don't want him to get locked up. No goddamn more. Please, no more.
Oh no, you ain't got to worry about that now.
I'm waiting on him and Silk the Shocker to do. I just want y'all to do one song. That's all y'all need to do is one song.
What, the Ain't My Fault remix?
Do Ain't My Fault 2021 remix, and I'm good. Y'all never got to do another album. They got to do nothing no more.
You just gave me an idea. Me and Hayes might do the Ain't My Fault challenge. Help him bring him back.
Man, come on, please. I'm like, man, I was sitting in the car listening to most rap music. I'm like, damn, man, I miss Silk the Shocker. I miss Mystical. I miss DMX. Where the fuck is Eve? So I'm like, man, dude, like we used to have like hella people in rap music. Now it's
you know what?
It's the same 5.
Yeah, I mean, but that's just because they staying on social media and they staying relevant. Like
Yeah,
when you stay on when you Drake, when you Soldier Boy, when you Nicki, when you
Cardi.
uh Cardi, when you Travis Scott, like when
They
we
can keep
talking
their
about
name
them,
out there, and it's like
exactly.
the only time we hear DMX got out of jail. DMX getting ready to
I,
go back to jail. I'm like, fuck, dude.
speaking, and we got to throw Kanye up in there, and shout out to Kanye, man, for finally divorcing Kim Kardashian. He allegedly told her, you know what I'm saying. What up, Hayes? You back, man?
What's up? What's up?
Going
What's
on.
up,
Serizaku,
man?
DJ KILLZOWN Jones. What's up?
Yeah, this a you ain't lying, Beats and Bits, X Beats
Bro,
and Bits. Yeah, so I was just telling Hayes about this earlier. Oh damn, hold on. Boop. I was just telling Hayes about this earlier, and I was saying we was gonna talk about this topic tonight with Kanye breaking up with Kim. And we don't care nothing about that, but the whole thing is he broke up with Kim, but he died a death of a soldier to get with her. Like he broke up with her, but he died a death of a soldier to get with her in the first place, and then he couldn't handle it. So my question to y'all is it worth getting a ultra fine, ultra bad chick that everybody want, or just getting you a woman that like really loves you and is gonna stick by you? She might not be that
uh,
fine though.
I mean, get you a woman that's gonna be there for you, and you support. The thing is, y'all supposed to support each other. If you support her, but she ain't support you, she ain't the one, bro. But like, you water her, she waters you. Okay, y'all supposed to take care of each other. I'd rather have a girl that's not super attractive who actually gives a fuck about me, and I give a fuck about her, versus, well, I got this girl and all she do is shit that she want to do because you look good.
I
That ain't
mean,
worth it. That's like short term, bro. She's good arm candy for now.
Yeah.
but you gonna get tired of that.
You gonna get tired of that shit because you gonna want something fucking actually real versus, oh, I got this girl that's like, well, she don't do shit.
Yeah, well, man, I feel like, man, that we watched him like kind of chase her, and then once he got her, we watched them both kind of grow up and settle down, have kids, and I
Grow
think with
apart.
well, yeah, because I think more so with her, maybe so she toned it down to kind of fit into his world. Maybe it looked like.
Yeah.
No, cause I felt like they both. I mean, well, yeah. When he first started, he rededicated his life to Christ, and he started.
And remember, man, and then you had talked like
Excuse me.
maybe like saying like who knows, like maybe that put a strain on her because you was hearing little stuff. Like yeah,
Mm-hmm.
man, even when he was doing things, she was coming out saying stuff, or she'll come out and make little statements and stuff like that. But
I
I feel like
mean, yeah,
I feel like
yeah.
through it all, man, maybe it put a strain on her. And
Them,
Well,
it
you know,
just Kanye needed somebody that actually was gonna give a fuck about him, and Kim was really only staying with him out of Kanye keep his name in the fucking news like every week, which he does, and
yeah,
that's good for her and her brand, especially since she was married to him. People was
yep.
gonna tune in to see they show now because oh shit, they got Kanye. What the fuck he gonna do this week? What he gonna do this season? So
Yeah.
she went ahead and she picked him, and that was it. And honestly, it wasn't a good fit for either one. They were good for publicity's sake, but like everything in the back that probably wasn't good for Kanye because like that man never really processed his mama's death, and it was still affecting. It's still affecting him,
Yeah, he
and
gotta let. I feel like he gotta. And
he needs to
he
let
gotta let it
go,
go.
but he needs to have the right people around him that give a
Yeah.
fuck about him. And
Well, see, he pushed all them out though. That's the thing. Like he
yeah,
pushed away the consequence. He pushed away the GLC, the Ryan Fest. He kind of
he
let them. He kind of let them
he
out to hang out to
he
dry
wanted
for real.
he wanted a bunch of yes men in his fucking way right then and there.
mhm.
He wanted a bunch of yes people like gonna tell me yeah. The people he needed was the people that should have told him, nah, man, I don't think you should do that. And he wanted a bunch of ass kissing people around him. And it's like, that shit ain't always good for you. You need people that's gonna tell you no.
Mm-hmm.
And he didn't have it. He didn't have it. So that's what it was. And we saw him spiral just the fuck out of control. You can't do that forever, especially like Kanye needs his own therapist. He needs the right people making sure he's getting the help that he needs. And I hope he goes and he does it.
I don't think nothing wrong with Kanye though.
It's mostly he's still grieving over his mom, and he never got over that.
Mm-hmm.
And he's still letting it affect him. And it's like when you got a bunch of yes people telling you you're all right, don't worry about that shit. Okay,
you got to be able to sit down and process that and actually let that go, because what's happening.
I don't think he was able to, and it's just like he needs to talk to somebody about that, like an actual trained professional, and not just like we're gonna have one ass session. No, this man needs multiple sessions until he's good, completely good at this. Because we can definitely see like this man is still not okay with that, and I feel for him. I totally do, but he ain't okay.
I just never really got that from him though.
Yeah, I mean, no, that's the biggest thing, because you start seeing the shift in Kanye when he first came out. His mom was good, and
maybe earlier on I kind of seen it, but
like anytime his mom gets brought up in an interview on a TV show or something,
he breaks down. Like you see him stop.
I mean, he
completely shuts down.
I don't think that he's the only person that would do that.
Yeah, he's not the only person to do that, but like you can tell that this dude needs.
I think that's a normal reaction for somebody.
He need to talk to somebody.
No, but it's past it. It's just like when our folks pass, we'll be sad about it, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Knock on wood, it ain't no time soon, but we'll be sad about that. You know what I'm saying? But the difference is the reason why Kanye still is breaking down and having hysterical fits and everything else like that is because he feels like it's his fault that his mama died. And he feels like since he paid for the operation, they told her don't get the operation. It was something that she wanted to have. She didn't need it to have. She wanted to get, I don't know what it was, a nose reduction or breast reduction or something. There was something that she wanted cosmetically done. Mm-hmm. She didn't even need to have it done. You know what I'm saying? Maybe because she was on TV with him and, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. But she didn't need that done. And so he told her no. And then, she kept asking and said, well, I'm going to do it regardless. If not, I'm going to pay for it. And so he paid for it. She died as a result. And he still ain't got over that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like,
it's been almost like what, 15 years now?
Yeah, almost.
And he ain't got over that yet. Like this man can't talk about it. Like this man can't talk about it. His mom gets brought up in an interview, the man shuts down. That's not somebody that has dealt with that properly. After almost 15 years of that, you still ain't dealt with this? You need to talk to somebody now. Okay. We are beyond that point of you need to talk to somebody, and you need to talk to somebody that's actually like a trained fucking professional who's not finna just take your money and be like fucking Dr. Lipschitz from fucking Rugrats. He gonna be actually like, not gonna go like, I see. This person's actually trying to help you. And I think that's what Kanye needs.
Okay. Well, prayers for Kanye. So Super Mario day passed this week. Mm-hmm. And I wanted to ask you like some of your Mario memories. Like what was your favorite like Mario game? Like what was your fondest memory playing Mario or something, related to it?
I mean, the best Mario game I've ever played of just the original standard style Mario games It's gonna be Super Mario Brothers 3.
Mm-hmm.
That game was just that fucking good. And even though I didn't have my NES long when Super Mario All Stars came out for the Super Nintendo, and my buddy, he had a Super Nintendo because I had a Genesis this time. He got Super Mario World and All Stars put together. It was on one cartridge because he got a bundle with it. And I just played the whole hell out of Super Mario Brothers 3 on there. It's like, yeah, it was upgraded visuals and sound and controls and everything, and it was still just as good as I remember. And it still is that. Now, of any other Mario game, honestly, I would have to say, yeah, Mario Kart. Like you get you some friends, you play Mario Kart, and I swear, you will fuck around and look around and be like, "Fuck you, mean it's 3 a.m." Your mom just said pizza bagel bites is out the oven. Come on.
Yeah, man, I remember. Shout out to my cousins, Lance and Lawrence. You know, we just recently lost a mom. You know, rest in peace to my auntie Sheila. We used to be over there. I'm talking about. They had every system that came out except the Neo Geo. Now my stepbrother and sister got the Neo Geo, but I remember like that would be my weekend of going over to my stepdad's house and playing with my stepbrothers on the Neo Geo. And their mom actually got it at a discount because she worked. I forgot where I think she worked at Sears, so she was able to get everything for like $300, like the whole set. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, but anyway, the whole point. He said, Stan Soul Toucan said Mario Kart was fun to play with friends on the GameCube. Yeah, Double Dash was cool. But then I would go over their house, you know what I'm saying? And they had the Super Nintendo, and we would play Mario Kart on this. We had Mario Kart 64, but we would play Mario Kart on the Super Nintendo. I remember playing, like, my favorite Mario game is the original Mario on the Game Boy. You know what I'm saying? That port. Because it's a whole different. It's the same game, but it's a different game when you play it from the NES and then playing it on there. Super Mario Sunshine. Still love that game. It still holds up even after all this time. 64, obviously playing I like playing the demo. I feel like of 64 to me was better than the game. Now that I playing it back. Because that game is I can see why, like it's a classic for sure.
Yeah,
but I think I maybe need to get it on the 3DS because I'm horrible at it, or get it on the N64 because it's like playing it on the Switch is kind of off-putting. Like it's harder playing it on the Switch. Like
especially if you know how to use an N64 controller, like that's definitely different.
Well, you know what? I need to go and see if they got the adapter for the Switch, because I still got my N64 and my controllers. They sitting right over there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, speaking of which, I got another Mario memory. I got to meet. I want to make sure I got his name right. I got to meet the voice actor, the voice behind Mario at E3. So
Charles Martinet.
Yeah, I got to meet Charles Martinet, man. And I'm gonna tell you how it happened. So I get in there. I've been standing outside for Hellas. We got to go. They brought us through. You know what I'm saying? They brought us through like the front of the line. We got to skip the line. And then they let us in. You know, they moved us all the way up to the top of the line. So we went through security and all that. They were supposed to let us in early, like when they open up the floor on the South Hall. But anyway, so we get over there to the West Hall, I believe. And as soon as they open up they brought us outside. As soon as they open up the doors, I walk in. The Sony booth is to the left. The Nintendo booth is on the right. I turned to the Nintendo booth because it wasn't really nothing in the Sony booth. They had Spider-Man and that was it. Like they didn't have a demo of Ghost of Tsushima. They didn't have a demo of Last of Us 2. all they had was Spider-Man, Call of Duty, and Destiny Forsaken, right? Destiny 2 Forsaken. So on the other side, this was when Smash Bros was coming out. So they got this big old Smash uh kiosk thing where everybody was playing it. So they had like 10 switches set up. They had this big old marquee, and then around it had like memorabilia. So you had Captain Falcon's helmet, you had Donkey Kong's tie, the Master Sword, Peach's parasail. And so he comes with a whole bunch of bodyguards, and he just stops and is like, I'm like, wait a minute, ain't you? And he was like, yeah. He was like, yeah, he's like, it's me. He did it in the voice, like he didn't even say his name and nothing like that. And so I'm like, man, the kid in me came out, and then he was just like, can I get a picture? So he just, with this phone right here, this phone got a lot of memories on it.
Mm-hmm.
I took the picture, and then he kept on walking, and then the next thing I know, it was a whole bunch of people from Tecmo Koei. They was riding with some security, and I was standing in the Call of Duty line for Black Ops 4, I believe, at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And they was walking through that mug bounce. They was pushing folks out the way and everything else like that.
I could tell they was probably listening to "Move, Get Out the Way" before they got.
They was just moving like, because I forgot what Tecmo Koei had out there, but it was just like they was just move. I guess going to their meeting, because I think they was going to meet with Sony or something over at their booth. Because I think Dead or Alive 6 was getting ready to come out, but I think it was something else they was working on too. That new RPG they got, it's based off of it's an anime, I think. It looks pretty good, but that was the first day of E3, and I was just like, man, and I met so many different people. I was actually there when Lil Yachty and Soulja Boy had just got into it, and so I had missed Soulja Boy like about 15 minutes, but him and Lil Yachty was about to fight over some little girl they was talking about. And so they had the soccer field. They flipped it over into an esports arena, and they was playing Fortnite up there. And the Fortnite booth they had was crazy. I mean, and it was just like that whole experience was crazy. But that was like one thing that stuck with me, and get a picture. And he wasn't charging, because a lot of other folks was charging.
Yeah,
you had to get in line, and the lines was hella long. Like, I'm gonna just say this about E3 if they ever bring it back. If you're gonna do E3, you might as well, you gotta either spend the stack, or you gotta get in there doing press, so you can move around, you can get in before everybody else see everything. You might have to take some appointments and record some gameplay, but it was just crazy. And I feel like if they do it again, they need to make it be a little bit more spaced out, have a few games, and have a lot of kiosks. But just seeing them, and then the Nintendo booth actually did that. I think they had Super Mario Odyssey in the cut. It had just came out. So I had that on me though. I had just beat that, and Odyssey is literally a love letter to the franchise.
Yeah.
But what else, man? I mean, Smash Bros, of course.
Yeah. Mario Tennis, Mario Golf.
Man, did you see that the Mario Golf trailer that they came out with? Or was it tennis?
It was tennis.
Yeah, man.
Mario Tennis was always all right to me. I prefer Mario Golf, but
yeah,
that's just different.
Man, what else been going on this week, man? I'm trying to remember, man, what else was going on, man, this week. It wasn't too much. I mean, you had Stacey Dash trying to come back. You had J-Lo, and I mean, everybody was making up, breaking up this week. Everybody was
J-Lo and A-Rod gonna break up again. I'm like, J-Lo can't keep a man.
I mean, you know what I'm saying?
She can get a man, she can't keep him.
Man, it wasn't that much going on, man, other than I mean, we got, they said they're gonna announce the stuff for Dead or Alive 2. I mean, the Dying Light 2, excuse me.
Yeah.
It wasn't too much going on, man. Like not breaking, other than Warner Brothers is trying to suppress the Snyder cut. They don't want people to
Yeah,
go
like
crazy over it.
apparently, like earlier in the week, like some people were trying to watch the new Tom and Jerry movie, right?
And then it popped up on her.
It was like, oh no, it's the Snyder cut. So people got through like about
half the movie, yeah,
like an hour into it, and then it cut off when they realized their mistake. It's like
it wasn't no mistake, bro. That was on purpose.
I was kind of like, hold the phone. Let me get up on my account real quick. And when I got there, it was like, no, it's playing Tom and Jerry. They done took it off. I'm like, man, fuck, this shit had to happen when I was at work.
Man, yeah, I know. I had saw it, and I saw it, and I was just like, oh, okay, wow, all right, cool. So, Crash 4 came out on everything. Yakuza came out finally. I played that Outriders demo last week after the podcast, and
how was it?
Woo! Get it right now. Right after the show, go get it.
Everybody keeps telling me, you need to get that, you need to get this, and I'm like, dude, I'm kind of like doing stuff.
Go get it, man, cause dog. Oh man, cause they really did their thing with that game, and I feel like this is gonna bring Gearbox back. This game right here, after Borderlands and everything else that was going on. But for real, like, I haven't asked this question in a while. What have you been playing, Serizaku? What you been playing? What you been watching?
Okay. So as far as playing lately, I got my PS4 Pro set up, so I had to transfer stuff over, and that's taken a while. So I was kind of like, all right, like, you reinstalling stuff. So I've been playing One Step from Eden on my PS4. Trails in the Sky the third on PC, because I'm at like pretty much the point of no return. Once you leave this area, that's it. You can't do nothing.
What up, Link?
And as far as watching shows, like, I'm on season 10 of Grey's Anatomy, courtesy of my girlfriend. But
man, already in a couple of weeks.
Man, dude, I went from like, okay, the first episode was like, all right, there's gonna be some more, right?
Oh yeah, Breezy in the chat. What's up, man?
So I started. So like I was like watching 1 or 2 episodes with her. Next thing I know, I'm on season 10.
Damn.
I got like 6.5 seasons more to go to catch up to current, because like apparently they killed somebody last night, and I ain't even met this dude yet. So everybody's like, my coworker was like pissed off telling me about. I'm like, I'm not on that season yet. No. Like, so I have no attachment to this dude dying.
Yeah, man. Hey, did y'all watch Coming to America?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, so let's talk about that. I just sent you the link to your Facebook messages, so go check that out if you available. I saw you just dropped a video about Stacey Dash. That's why I brought it up. But how did y'all feel about the movie? Did y'all see it? I mean,
I thought it was okay.
it was, man. Everybody was going in.
It's okay
on the movie, man.
It doesn't reinvent the wheel, but it has the same problems that a lot of movies that we got a sequel, but it's been how many years since the last one that it's to the point that it's like, okay, the movie it's all right. It's not gonna be better than the first one. It's almost a case of Ghostbusters 2. You're not a bad movie. It's just it took too long for this to happen, and it's like
Tron Legacy.
Yeah, it's
you
like
miss your window.
Yeah, it's like the window is missed. You're retreading a lot. You're trying to do a bunch of fuck shit to get a sequel that really doesn't kind of all add up, but it's what it is. So You got
Actually, I like Tron Legacy a little bit more than I like the original Tron, because the original Tron was good, but it took too long because it wanted to explain everything. Where we knew, coming into Tron Legacy, it was like, okay, the grid, this happens, we doing this, and now this is where we going with it. Which I hope they make Tron 3. You know what I'm saying? But and then Blade Runner was phenomenal. Blade 2049 was phenomenal.
I will get into that in like a minute, but
okay, go ahead.
Coming to America 2, it's not bad. It's just it's a case of it's been too long, and it's like, okay, we're retreading a lot of water, and it's just not as good. Like okay, if I have a choice to buy Coming to America on Blu-ray and Coming to America 2 as well, I'm just gonna buy the first one, and I'm gonna just enjoy that. But if it's in a 2-pack, okay, I'll buy it.
Yeah,
but like it's nowhere.
Happy.
It's just nowhere near as good as the first one. It's good, but it's not that good.
Yeah, the OG is always. I feel like a lot of times with these movies, like you said, when you miss the window, I feel like the OG is always gonna be. Yeah. It's always gonna be that.
Like people who complained about the female Ghostbusters not being a good movie. The reason why it's not a good movie is because it keeps going, acting like, okay, well, the 84 movie didn't happen. Now it did. I can't figure out what the fuck we're doing here if they don't.
Yeah, basically.
And it's like, that was my issue with it. It's like, I can't figure out what the fuck we're doing with this movie. So
at all.
I was kind of like, is it a reboot? Is it a sequel? And then it's like they couldn't even figure it out or tell nobody, but they wanted to call you wrong if you criticize the movie. I'm like, man, fuck you. If you can't decide what the fuck you are, you can't give me shit about it, okay?
Yeah.
And Blade Runner 2049, it was trying to do a whole bunch of shit that was like, well, is Deckard a replicant? No, you knew he wasn't a replicant. Y'all was going off. No, he was not. Deckard is not a replicant. Deckard never was a replicant.
Okay, but old girl, Rachel was a replicant, but she was able.
She was a replicant, but Deckard was not.
Oh yeah, because he got old as hell. So unless, I don't know. I feel like he was though, because I felt like
because replicants have a basically you have X amount of time.
No, but he was an open-ended Blade Runner unit plus the unicorn though. The unicorn, he kept seeing the unicorn and kept.
He was not a replicant. It was human the whole time, and they just like kind of tried to go off. Oh well, it was one scene where his eyes looked like a replicant's eyes. Like that's because they had a fucking bad '80s camera.
Well, that's the big mystery, but I still liked.
2049 was all right, but again, part of the problem is like, been how long? It's like 20 different cuts of this damn movie.
Yeah,
it's just like at that point you just don't even care no more. So it's like it don't even matter. But it's what we have with certain movies and stuff.
Well. How do y'all feel about them? Like it was something that they was finna remake that I forgot. They talking about renewing Scarface again with my dog Johnny Depp.
No,
and I really want them to keep that.
I really don't want them to remake it. It's a classic, and it's like. Just leave it alone.
Yeah. Breezy, what you been up to, man?
Programming, artwork, family drama, same old. But no, they don't need to remake the Scarface movie. They should just leave it alone. Or if they do make a new Scarface, make it a brand new Scarface in a different country.
Yeah.
Do that.
Mhm.
If you want to use the Scarface intellectual property, then do it in a brand new country, a different time, a period, and go from there.
Yeah. But
Creed.
don't try to sit that shit in the fucking 80s. Please don't. It won't
No,
work.
make it the 60s or 70s.
So how do y'all feel about Creed 3? And Michael B. Jordan is directing it and starring in it. Do you feel like they should just stop? Because the second one I felt like it wasn't as good as the first one, but I felt the second one a little bit more just because of that redemption arc. Like I felt like it was just one movie. Like you cut it off, keep it moving. Like you could watch it all in one go. You know, like that's how I felt. Like you had to have watched both of them in tandem to kind of get the full story. You know,
If they're gonna do a third movie, okay, here's my thoughts on it. You've already done the Drago versus Creed fight. What else can we honestly do?
well, I told y'all with my did I tell y'all about that?
Yeah. We heard about
Yeah.
that. I remember that shit.
Let me bring it back for everybody. So, and then y'all can give y'all version of Creed 3 because he also doing a movie on Amazon, Tom Clancy Rainbow Six
Yeah.
Without Remorse, which looks pretty good. Shout out Lauren London, she back in the game. But okay, my version of Creed 3, if y'all didn't see it, Hayes back in the building. My version of Creed 3, if y'all didn't see the last episode, is basically Creed is on the top of the world, but Cubbon Lane is in jail, and he still like he got two sons. He got Meek Mill, and then he got like I was gonna say Deontay Wilder, but since he got knocked out, he got T Woodley. You know what I'm saying? That's his two sons that's on the outside. Like, well, Meek Mill is his nephew, and T Woodley is his son, right? So Meek is like holding down the streets and the drugs or whatever. Well, no, take that back. Meek is not nothing to him. Meek is Creed homie from the hood from back in the day. Um, and so basically T Woodley is Mr. T's son. Now Mr. T is in jail. He's still, locked up from him and Rocky's fight, all them years ago. So Cuban Lane, after he finds out that, Drago's son didn't kill Creed, because he mad at Creed and Rocky. He's like, look, we're gonna put a hit out on Rocky. We're gonna kidnap Rocky. We're gonna kidnap his girl and his daughter. And basically, he gonna need Meek and the biker boys or whatever to go, and they're gonna have to go to war with a Cubbon Lane's gang. So basically, they go back to the hood, and because this massive like gang, this massive gang war pops out between like Meek and T Woodley on the streets, right? So the police is getting involved, and so Creed is gonna go to get Rock, but then Drago and his son show back up. Like they on the plane, they hearing what's going on in Philly. They jump on the plane and they get there. And basically, Drago and his son. Drago says, "Look, if somebody gonna kill Rock, it's gonna be me and him. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be me and him in that ring again. It's just gonna be me and him. Ain't gonna be no fans. It ain't gonna be none of that. It's just gonna be me and him. So me and my son gonna get him. You go get your wife." Mm-hmm. So Creed. So they basically T. Willie and them kick everybody out the art museum because it's the only place in Philly. Well, one of the places in Philly with an open view where they can just shoot people. And they got it barricaded down and all that, but it's like it's a downstairs area, and then you can get through it in the tunnels or whatever. So basically, Meek and all the Dream Chasers and everybody, the police and T Woodley gang go at it. It's a bloodbath. It's fighting in the streets. And then all the power is knocked out. They got the bridges locked down. Can't nobody get in and out of Philly. And basically, T Willie is like, basically been torturing the wife and the baby, need his medicine or need her medicine or whatever. And then, Creed and them walk in and he about to violate her. And so they get to banging. And, Creed he gets beat up pretty bad, but then he knock out T Willie. But then out of nowhere, he get yoked up by Mr. T. They didn't broke Mr. T out of jail. Then his old girl go and get the gat and basically, shoots Mr. T. She grazes him, he misses, they get out of there. And then, they go out, Rock gets saved by his son or whatever. So basically, Hayes, what is you doing?
What happened?
That boy, you dragging that phone across the carpet. So then,
That's
hold
probably
up.
my hand. Hold on.
Oh, so he said. So basically, they go outside, and there's a whole bunch of dead bodies. But then, like the police, they getting overwhelmed. They can't. They trying to call the National Guard in, but they blew the bridges up with the police on the other side, so you can't really even get into Philly. And from the Jersey side. And the gangs pretty much got all of the freeways locked down. So it's just Creed versus versus Clubber Lane. And Clubber Lane hella huge, but then
Is this the one when Creed was like boxing and the dudes was like on the bikes and they was surrounding him and all that?
Yeah, that's Creed. That's Creed. This part 3. This is my hypothetical part 3. And then they have a fight. And Creed knocks him out or whatever because he's still bleeding from that gunshot wound that he had, that little graze. And all the rain stops, and then it's the end of this. That's the end of the series. So what y'all think? What's y'all version of Creed 3? Like, because we already didn't had the story arc of him like becoming somebody. He ended up getting beat up pretty bad. And now it's just like, where can they go with Creed 3? Because I mean, if they don't do it super over the top like that,
I know where they
like
go with it.
All right, go ahead, Breezy. Tell us.
The trash can. I'm over it.
All right, Serizaku, what's up? What say you? Where could they go with Creed?
I don't know. You got to create somebody for him to fight. Like
I just said.
At this point, like I think we got to go the route of undisputed. And he got to go to jail now for some bullshit, and he fights to get out. That's the best I can come up with.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you, like real talk though. Being serious. Like I am so tired of all these boxing style traditional ass movies. I tell you something that's awesome that was boxing related. I watched last year. Y'all ever heard of a show called Megaloboxing?
Yeah,
that's just a Sheeta no Joe, but with cyborgs.
That's what they need to do. I mean, reinvent the wheel and breathe life back into like some type of boxing movie. Because like it's the same formula for boxing at this point.
I love Hajime no Ippo because that shit has gotten fucking real.
Oh,
it's like I'm like, God damn, like, oh well, you had Ippo like doing this, like, yeah, now he's punch drunk, so he's done fighting.
Yeah.
What? I'm like, how you gonna have the main character of the show get punch drunk? Well, the guy that writes it used to be a boxer. That's like, this is how a lot of motherfuckers' careers ended. Like,
but what's fire?
I hear it.
What's fire? Not going into spoiler talk, but what's fire is like, how punch drunk is he though? Like,
okay, so
that's what the conversation is now.
He beat it and then came back and then lost like the next fight.
Yeah, because he was afraid of getting hit.
Yeah, like he got knocked the fuck out.
Yeah, did you see
I still need to go.
Did you
I
read the
still need to
manga where
watch
they
it.
they had the sparring session
Yeah,
and he was fucking
just
like
afraid to get hit.
yeah, but like he's not as punch drunk as everybody thought he was,
Yeah,
or
he
he
was,
even is, because like
and basically he kind of doing it most because his girl want him to kind of
yeah,
like stop and shit, and it's like, here we go with that shit,
because like
and
they.
and then it was like I was kind of like, okay, here we go with that shit, and then we got who was it? Like pretty much like now, pretty much damn near the show is now focusing just strictly on Takamura. I'm like,
yeah,
bro, let's get this world title around Takamura waist. Let's do it.
Did y'all hear that they gonna have what is it? They gonna have Baki versus Megaloblocks? Did y'all hear about that?
Baki would fuck up the guy from Megaloboxing.
I mean, yeah, but they saying that it's gonna be a crossover.
Shit in Baki is stupid.
Man,
yeah,
it is, but it's so good though, man. It's so you can't
Homeboy
stop
breaking
watching.
swords by flexing. Right?
yeah.
You can't. What? You can't do that.
I mean,
Hayes, we putting you down, man. Go watch after the show. Go watch Baki because
Can't do shit with
right up your
Baki.
eye.
Go watch Baki. Go watch Ippo. Go watch Megalobox. Like, watch it. Just the fucking Ippo versus what's name fight?
Shit.
God damn it! I can't think of it now.
I can't. There's so many iconic fights from Ippo. You could just watch a compilation on YouTube.
I mean,
Ippo versus Sendo second fight.
Yeah.
That fight alone is like better than most actual fucking boxing fights we watch. We would pay on pay-per-view for.
I mean,
just round fucking one alone was just so badass.
What is another good boxing movie though? Like, man, what's a good boxing movie?
Undisputed with
Undisputed
Rames and Mike and was it Snipes? That's a good one.
Tearing a lot.
Raging Bull.
I know, man. And Breezy, man, and he just said something like, because man, in these conventional boxing movies, like, I mean,
because it's the same formula. It's the same. Yeah. The issue is you have one movie to build up, you know, your hero versus your villain,
right?
And it's not easy to do. Instead, it should be similar to like how a Netflix show is, where if I was Netflix or what have you, what I would do is I would have a show, a standard show, like 45 minutes or hour long show, like The Mandalorian, lead up to my characters, put them in places and stuff, and then I would release the actual fight in the movie theater. Like that would be better than, all right, you got an hour and a half to 2 hours to build up your protagonist, antagonist, and then have them box for like however many rounds that we're gonna time lapse through, because you ain't gonna watch actual actors hit each other for real. And like, you know, original Rocky, they were hitting each other for real. Like they were getting rocked.
I think in real sports do a good job at that, man. Cause
go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say that real sports do a good job at that, because man, when they be doing them little series on them boxers, man, they be going in.
You want to know what genre of fighting or film country studio, when the name of that get that shit right? Them Asian movies.
Oh yeah.
Jet Li, Jackie Chan, they pay out of pocket to hit motherfuckers. Like that on box shit, like they like.
Oh
that
man,
shit is that's what boxing should be. It should be like you are really getting fucking rocked, or you're like you could feel the punches and the intensity. It's like with them Asian films. Because like I had a conversation with an old friend of mine about this, and he was like, "Oh, it's because you don't understand what they're saying." It's like, no, it's not that. It's like they actually paid him to get hit. Like you see abdomens and shoulders and the bruises form real time. Like they actually sit there and hit a motherfucker with a cane stick on the shoulder to get the bruise the right color. And it's like you're not doing that over here. Everybody's too. I don't want to get hurt because I got to go do this role for something else. And I
Michael B. Jordan get hit.
He got hit, but like
he got hit. He did get hit. He got hit,
knocked out. He got knocked out.
Yeah, for real.
And after that, he was like, "Nah, you can't really do the real thing like that because you ain't got a good chin." But I don't know. Maybe they need better choreography, something. But
like the problem
nothing
is
get as good as the real thing.
I mean, like this is why I loved.
They need to hook up with real sports, man.
Like I used to love when real sports did it, and I used to love HBO Boxing After Dark because you could watch a motherfucker that was on Boxing After Dark because he was always working the undercard, but he worked on Boxing After Dark, and it was like that was like watching a real time, real life, my career mode on Fight Night.
Yeah.
Because this dude had to be on Boxing After Dark, like, and he wasn't on Boxing After Dark for like 1 or 2 episodes, and that was it. No, he's on like 10 or 12 episodes of Boxing After Dark. Then he gets onto a preliminary card on an actual pay-per-view, and then he works his ass up to main card and then a championship.
I got an idea for a boxing movie or series. Call it Death Row Boxing, right? Mm-hmm. Every fight they win, they get a year off their sentence.
Dang.
Every fight you lose, you get a year.
Yeah.
Now that'll be some serious high stakes fucking boxing. And
these are the cats that's on death row, right?
Yeah. Every fight you win, you get a year off your sentence. Now, and at the end,
you gotta win.
Fight, yeah, you gotta win. And at the end, you fight whoever's the best boxer currently in the league. From like not on death row, but like you go fight Floyd.
What do y'all think of the Triller fights?
I ain't ever seen in the Triller fight. Oh, you talking about? Yeah, I really haven't even been on Triller like that.
I mean, well, you know, the first one was Tyson and Roy Jones.
Oh, you talking about? Oh, okay, yeah.
That was through Triller.
Cool. It was through Triller, but you know, it's just.
And they were supposed to do another one with Floyd Mayweather and Paul Logan, I think.
Yeah, but ain't really no stakes in that because that's mostly charity shit. So it's like they just going out there like, yeah, let's show people we know how to box and like
that's why your boy got knocked out. That's why Nate Robinson got knocked out because that was a real actual fight. That's why when it came to Mike Tyson and Roy Jones.
The only reason Nate got knocked out is because he didn't have a basketball.
That dude thought, oh well, I play basketball, I got good card. No, motherfucker, throwing hands versus dribbling the basketball up and down the court is two completely different things.
Nate went in there like, oh, we just gonna have fun. Jake went in there like, no, I do this. I do this
and don't really do it.
Jake Paul had a whole fucking fight camp. This man got on a nutrition program.
I'm here.
Cardio workout, physical fitness workout. He got his shit together. I look at it like this, bro. And then one hit quitted his ass. It's like, fuck out of here.
Because he kept running head first punches.
Basically, like he got rocked, and then after he got rocked, it was just like it was just it was a train wreck. But I haven't really been on Triller like that to see. I mean, I forgot. So Triller bought Versus for an undisclosed amount of money. They said $400 million.
Okay,
damn,
really.
Like the only thing you're gonna be outside of that of boxing,
really,
is pretty much what I wish the UFC would go back to, because like pretty much is Dana White's Contender Series, where he goes to lower tier corporate companies, finds dudes. It's like, I want this guy. I want him to be on the next season of Ultimate Fighter, and they'll put that dude on the Ultimate Fighter, and hopefully he fuck around and he win it. But the problem with the Ultimate Fighter is like you would have some dudes like you had one dude on there. He was like, I can't talk to my girlfriend, so I need to leave. I'm like, motherfucker, what?
Yeah,
like the only time they sent a dude home was when Michael Chiesa's dad died, and at first they was like, you can go home or you can stay. For the funeral, you need to at first he was like, no, I'm not gonna go, but they noticed he really wasn't training nothing, so they sent his ass home for the funeral and shit to go see his family and stuff. Right. And he was like, no, you need to go home and you need to process this, and then you can come back. He did it, processed it, came back, won the rest of the whole fucking show.
Yeah. Hey,
That was
so,
it.
hey, but not only that, Swiss Beats and Timberland sell versus Trilla share. It said they shared the equity with the performers.
Uh,
Basically saying that
oh,
all the artists who participated with them, I guess they like got like a stakeholder. They
stakeholder share, yeah.
they are stakeholders in the app, I guess, with them, I guess.
I mean, but here's my thing, and just like I said with the what
Yep.
I said with the
Come on
Jay
home.
Z thing,
Yeah.
just like I said with the Jay Z thing, it's just like don't build, run it up, and then you go sell it to somebody else. Like keep the brand where it's at and keep building it up and make people come to you. Make the sponsors come to you. Like I guess they wanted to get their money back, but it's just like we sell stuff too fast and then we wonder why we don't own nothing. We don't
Yeah.
own nothing. And it just seemed like to me with the Jay-Z situation in this situation, they like her, you can come sit on the board. But really, I mean, only thing what Jay Z did with the NFL, you know what I'm saying, was he got to put in racism on the back of the helmets and on some of the fields, and got the weekend to come perform at the daggone
And a
Super
damn
Bowl.
fishbowl.
Like it was just like, bruh, this mug, and then it
I
was cool,
I
but
told
it,
you. I told you
I
back
mean,
So
then, say
basically,
was
man,
Look,
you feel like it's a problem when
this is why I enjoyed the XFL with the relaunch of it.
yeah.
That shit was good. And now they talking about like, yeah, we're gonna postpone it another year. And I was at first like, man, fuck, why? And then
the
I looked up, it's
XFL,
like, yeah. And they're like,
yeah,
oh
because The
yeah,
Rock
we
owned
finna
it.
we
if the
finna
Rock
get
got it now,
yeah, they finna get the Canadian Football League up in it.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
like, oh fuck, this is gonna fuck up the NFL's feeder systems from
Mm-hmm.
NCAA because you gonna have dudes gonna be like, man, I'm not going to the what's name, I'm going to XFL.
yeah,
Fucking, you had like dudes that was coming out here that was like, oh well, yeah, he was on the practice squad of the Atlanta Falcons for like 2 weeks, and then we cut his ass loose because of cap space, and it's like, okay, fine, dude went over to XFL, fucking was having fucking banner fucking games.
that's
yeah.
what you wonder, right? Because that brings some type of real sustainability over there.
Yeah, and then
that make it
when
something real.
the XFL had to stop because of the quarantine, they went and picked up dudes from the XFL because it was like, oh shit, this dude can actually play.
But
Yeah,
look at they rep kind of before then. Like man, folks kind of
exactly.
was like, oh man, don't nobody want to go over and play. But now it's like they kind of turning the tables to where it's like, no, like now it's like y'all gonna have to come through here and play, and not only when you come through here, it's gonna really like mean something now.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Like
Yeah,
that shoot, that's the thing. So it's like we that's my whole point is like, yo, we got to hold on to the stuff that we have. Like we
Mm-hmm.
got to quit giving it over to,
that's
you know
because
what
you
I'm
seen
saying?
Swiss B start from the bottom with that.
I want to add on to that. Not only do we have to hold on to the things that we build, we also have to have a plan with the things that we build.
Yeah, because some people just get
Yeah,
it like, well, like I don't really have no long term plan with it, and you know what? You're about to pay me X amount of dollars for it because I'm not doing shit with it. I'll take the money and
exactly.
I'll just walk
And
on with it.
a lot of them don't know the inherent value of what they have.
Yeah.
Because, like, there are so
Exactly.
many things that could have spawned off of the versus battle things or even
It
the little,
has,
yeah, like, but more so in the sense that it would help us as a community instead of individual artists.
yeah.
Because, like, I'm all about people, like, I love the whole, Brandy versus whatever shit they had going on and stuff like that. And that's cool going and, reintroducing people to these amazing artists that we had decades ago. But it's like, what does this do exactly for the community outside of showing us old music that is awesome?
Basically,
Because
I
like
mean,
all of
well,
them got a
I
bump in their
think, well,
iTunes sales.
I'm gonna say this though. That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, that's the reason. It's to get people who are not, I guess,
Because
it's to reintroduce a new generation to, to
And
the
not
music,
only that, bro,
basically.
here's an
I ain't gonna
example.
stunt, bro. I'm happy when I see D'Angelo performing, or man, when I get to see the Jeezy and the Gucci. I feel
Yeah,
like, man, we basically getting to see some of these greats in like a rare form, like for real. I feel like that the title may give it a little, something else like verses, and then it give it some type
Hmm.
of stigma to it. But I feel like
peep
certain people who came into it kind of
peep
like,
game.
no, this a celebration.
Peep game
Hmm.
though. You essentially sat down for a free concert online
Yeah,
to see your two favorite artists
yeah,
who are successful millionaires.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
How
Hmm.
many of them gave business advice when they had all them eyes on them?
I
How many of
mean,
them
but
talked about banking and investment or even promoting
I,
Killer Mike's bank?
I
but that ain't
mean,
what
but see,
time it is
that's
on that
that's
time
not.
though. That
Yeah,
wasn't what type of time
That,
we on that
okay,
time
but
no,
though.
listen. We're never on the right time. The best time
No.
is now.
but hold on, Breezy. That's
And
not.
so we
It,
not
it,
partying ever. I
No,
mean,
I'm
man,
not
we ain't
saying you
kicking it
can't.
ever.
I'm
I
not
mean,
saying.
because you got to
Okay,
think.
hold on. You can. There's a time and a place. Obviously, the versus thing, is meant to be a party, but we're always complaining about we don't hold these politicians accountable and people don't do what they're supposed to do with money and things of that nature. And when you have an opportunity where you have the young folks' eyes on you, instead of using your platform to reach out to them for 20 minutes, 30 minutes, it's just party, 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 party. These people are partying even if versus is
Well,
going
they
on.
hold up. They did hold up. They did before one of the Gucci Man and Jeezy. They did ask people to go out and vote. At the end of it, they was telling
But
them to go
okay,
vote.
but
They was telling them to
going to
go vote, not
vote,
not go. And they was hold on, Breezy. They was talking about what they was gonna do for the community. Jeezy asked questions. Gucci asked questions, and it was 30 minutes like before, like 10 to 20 minutes before, and 10 to 20 minutes after the verses after they had
here's the
pieced it that they was
analogy I'll
talking about.
give you. I'll give you this analogy.
Hold on. Too short. E40 was kind of saying the same thing, doing
I'll
that. They
give
was
you this
talking about how.
analogy. You teach a man to fish, he eats for a day. I mean, you give a man a fish, he eats for a day. You teach a man to fish, he'll eat for a lifetime. It's great that you're telling people to go out to vote, but it would be better if you say, yeah, you need to go out and vote, and this is what you look for in a politician. This is how
Yeah,
you
that's
read
what that
between the
that's what
This
boards.
that's
ain't
what
that
they did.
platform though, and this ain't the time for that, man. I mean, at
It's
least they
never
mixing
the
them.
right time.
No, at
But
least they
but
mixing the
but
medicine with
Breezy.
the food in that moment.
Yeah, yeah, and Breezy. Yeah, we talking
It's
about
never the
what
right time.
what we saying is this, Breezy. It's like you got a company that was built up using the music that some of these artists may or may not own all the way.
Party
We
music.
put. I mean not just party music, because you had Patti LaBelle and you had Patti LaBelle and
Yeah, people who are no longer in the young folks' eyes.
no,
Man,
but that's even for the older folk though. They had D'Angelo, they had Patti
I think you
LaBelle,
kind of
and
looking
Old
at
folks,
it
but
too
also
heavy,
it was
man.
never the right time.
You looking
but
at it
I'm just
too
saying,
heavy.
I'm
This
not
is
I,
looking
really
and
at
it,
just
it
a
too
time.
heavy. It's
This
not
just a
looking at
time
it
to
too heavy.
enjoy,
and
especially
celebrate
All right, all right,
music,
all right.
celebrate.
So
especially
here's
with
my question.
quarantine.
Yeah.
Here's my question. When is the right time?
Got a point.
I feel like the right time is always all the time. But if
But
we
wouldn't that
talking
imply what
about
I just said?
no,
I mean, but we
if we
talking
talking about the verses in that specific platform,
the
what
company,
they
yeah,
doing, then they providing us a specific performance on a certain night that everybody is anticipating from your favorite artist, if that's what you into.
yeah.
And then if you locking into it, you gonna have the time of your life, man. If you seeing Brandy or Monica or Ashanti and Keisha Coles, or like they going in, but that's what their
Yeah,
platform is for.
was for, yeah.
Now after the verse is over,
Everybody go home.
hey,
Yeah, but that's what this plat. But we this is the
It's
issue right
never the
here.
right time.
But Breezy, this is the issue that we talking about. They built this company up, Swiss Beats and Timberland. I want to make sure that we all on the same page here.
We're on the same page.
And then they sold the company to the Chinese because Trilla owns TikTok.
Okay.
So they sold it to the Chinese man. Jay-Z sold title to the white man.
Okay.
Jack Dorsey over there at Twitter?
Yeah.
He sold it to the white man, they sold it to the Chinese man.
Okay.
Black and white and Chinese people, Mexican people ain't finna sell none of what they got.
I want to know what time they on.
I mean, but we know Swiss Beats and Timberland know better. We know Jay-Z know better.
So it's okay if they know, but not everybody else.
No, but the way they teach them is, I don't care what you gonna give me. We gonna build this up to be a contender because we started the live stream concert thing before everybody else. We started it. We did it first. We was the first. I ain't gonna say it was the first, but it was the first successful concert streaming platform. And then you give it away. Like they needed to keep it, but maybe they feel like, well, shit, we put all this money into this technology. We got the phones set up. We got the in-person set up. We even figured out how to do the acoustics on the phone so it sounds good. The sound is good on Instagram Live and good on Apple Music and all that. So we just want to sell it because we want to go do something else. But instead of them saying,
like, man, because at first me and Breezy was more so talking about the message, but really the initial topic is these companies
hey, you got your hand over the phone.
These black companies starting from scratch, getting big, and then selling to these white companies. That's basically what Zone saying. That's a problem to him.
So so you can't teach the lesson of it because they're not interested in teaching the lesson of it. But here's
how it works. I can explain that easily. If your platform, like Versus, happens, you have your Patti LaBelle versus whomever. Right. You could have a banner go across the screen and say, hey, interested in how we made this setup? Follow this link. You could have a brief intermission. They had intermissions. I remember watching they had intermission. During this intermission, we're going to talk about how you become a sound engineer and whether or not you need to go to college for it. You know, these are little things that could be inserted into these type of big black conglomerate type of events that can educate.
Jay-Z had he had master classes and he had where they was breaking down on title.
Jay-Z. This is the problem with Jay-Z. And a lot of
he had all that on title.
Forgive me what I'm about to say right quick. Niggas have ADHD. So you get your Jay-Z who does something once every blue moon. You get this other guy who does something once every blue moon. We need consistency. We need people. It doesn't have to be a bunch of people. It just needs to be a handful of people. Like if we put a microscope specifically on Versus, how much impact would that have had if you had a Killer Mike to come on the show? All right, y'all, we're going to have a Versus with Run the Jewels and the Locks. But before we do that, we're going to talk about banking, owning banking, explaining ETF funds and things of that nature. How many black people watching Versus could have bought GameStop stocks and been millionaires right now?
A whole bunch of people. I mean,
I rest my case.
But I'm saying they gotta want because then they feel like again
they won't know
ADHD,
if they want it if you never present it.
You got ADHD and then they greedy because if I sit up there and tell you about this GameStop thing that's going on right now, Serizaku, you all right, bro?
I'm here.
Okay, boy, we was gonna catch you slipping.
No,
but you got to think they not going if they put us all on game. Well, they should want to put us on game, but they don't
because not everybody can afford them. But this is the thing: not everybody can afford Louis Gucci Prada, but they're wearing Louis Gucci Prada. The message may not be for Craig and them who got a Obama phone, but for Terrence who works a solid McDonald's job, 9 to 5, got $5,000-$6,000 saved in his saving account because he's been working there for 2 years. That's his come up. And then who knows what inspires Terrence to go do whatever else in his community. You have to light these fires every time you got the young people's attention. It can't always be party, we want to have a party. Like, it can't always be that. And we can look back through our history as people. It's always, well, we can't do that day. We can't do it today. We got to do it next week. All right, here come next week.
Yeah.
No.
You know what? Hey, hold up. Shout out to hold up. I was watching shout out to the civil rights movement. Like the people in the that was leading and marching in the civil rights movement. They did that. They had. I mean, they did that. They had Harry Belafonte and
Sister Mary June, who knew it was gonna be a heat wave that summer, so she got some fucking water bottles and everything else. Like, I'm not saying we can't have fun, but like, you remember
they had the rallies that they used to do back in the day.
Like, how many Dare commercials did we have after our cartoon show?
15,000. And during the cartoon, they had the cartoons had PSAs back in the day.
Hell, look at most children's shows. There's so much in you. I mean, obviously it goes over the kids' heads before the adults, but I've seen so many different condom jokes, sex jokes, lesbian jokes, transsexual jokes, all in these cartoon shows. So it's like, it's okay.
They brought the twerk team to SpongeBob.
Was it super mega robot? The chick. Twerking out of no, like,
and with the music too. Talking about
it's like growing up. Like, yeah, we had like 15, 16 Dare commercials and shit. Every cartoon had to have a PSA and shit. Now it's like,
what's a PSA?
Public service announcement.
And it's like we can, like, if we're so in control of culture and media, why is it whenever it comes time to put out a message of building success, building wealth,
because they sell it, because they sell it,
it doesn't
and they really
have,
hold on, I'm finna tell you, they sell it and they being controlled by the white man, because they don't want to sit up there and they don't really want to make black millionaires and billionaires like that. Because
I'm sorry,
I made it. Y'all can go figure it out. Bro, the future's in your hands.
Bro,
we got so much talented people and so much this and this. We love y'all. Good night. And after we didn't before, with 2 hours of killing each other, calling women out their name, working, smoke blowing.
I'll level with you. There is absolutely a net on the stream to swim upriver to success, and it catches a lot of fucking trout. But that don't mean we still can't swim up the damn river and get other trout to try.
Look, here the thing is, man. For people saying that, oh well, we can, like, black folks can do it. It's like, yeah, they can do it. But a lot of folks, some of them, they want to constantly push it off until it's convenient for them.
And that's the reason why Jay-Z and them. Go ahead.
Here's the thing. If you got time to push it off, then obviously it's not important enough to you. Another thing is also, anytime I say, okay, let's do it tomorrow, and it's like something I know I can get done today, my mind goes to Rocky fucking 3. There is no tomorrow. We do this shit now.
Exactly.
And it's like, and then also it's like, I always view it as, if I can't do something I need to get better at it, it's like, if I have time to give up, I got time to practice, all right?
You're right. You're absolutely right. People are like that. They're lazy or they're just not motivated.
They want some people want people to do shit for them too. That's another problem.
Also, but that doesn't mean you don't put the message out there, because by that logic, it's like, all right, then why did we have DARE? Why did we have the safe sex campaigns? Why did we have all of this, don't share needles for HIV campaigns? Because they know as well as we know that a lot of these people are not going to follow the rules. A lot of these people are not going to wear condoms. Things of that nature, but it's like you put the information out there anywhere,
that was in every fucking music video. I mean, come on, what was it? Like every music video that we turned around had to have fucking a part where, oh, she slept with this dude, HIV. Damn, like what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm saying. Like if you gonna fuck off and watch 2 hours, 3 hours of verses, and listen to great music and shit, put some other shit in there as well, man. Put some other shit in there.
They sure did when they drove that vote. They was on there heavy with strippers.
They had strippers talking about some go out and vote and shit. And ain't no black person did that. That was some white guys in some room that said, how do we get these black men to go out and vote? I don't know, put twerk team out there with the American flag and tell them go vote for Biden or some shit.
I just look at it like, man, it's a business, man. Because like we saying, if we speaking them specifically, they started off just going live, just them two. Then from there, people like, man, y'all should do this. So they just thought like, let's ask some of our friends to do it. Then from there, it becomes sponsors involved now. Now it becomes...
Now it's legitimate.
Yeah, now it's like, let's do a whole rollout around our verses now. Let's drop a song and a video the next day.
An album the next day.
Right, because now it's a business now.
Yeah.
I mean,
everybody's streams going up.
That we are the world shit needs to happen again with it, and it's like y'all need to go to that level with it, where you have like how many top selling recording artists was on the We Are the World album for like 2-3 songs.
Yep.
And like come the fuck on.
They talking about doing it again. I think like when the pandemic over.
Like y'all need to do that. If you want some shit to be fucking done, you need to get some We Are the World shit going. If you get that, that's it. You can get anything done after that. But
live, we need to have a hood live aid where it's
the problem. The problem is that like if they want to do it, they need to go ahead and do it. But if they're not, then don't bullshit and fuck around.
But that's the thing though. Because it's like they just what you just said earlier, Serizaku, was so important. Was the people that procrastinate. And I feel like with Jay-Z, Swiss, all of them, since they all are working at a higher level, that they feel like they did it. They tried to put their homies on. Some people made it, some people didn't make it. And it's just like you gotta where they tired of trying to put people in positions. They trying to help the next generation that figured out to get up there, like Jay was trying to help Nip, and he helped Nip get to where he was, and unfortunately he died. You had a whole bunch of different things that who else did they had? Like I said,
Jay-Z has enough fucking money.
Yeah.
But he has enough fucking money and enough fucking business smarts to where he could fucking sit down and have something called the Jay-Z channel or the Jay-Z learning channel and stream that shit on YouTube.
Yeah.
5 fucking minutes. But no, he gonna make you pay for a class that's $500-$600.
You know why?
Be in New York. I mean, because money. He want to make money. I don't blame
him.
Not
only that. If I'm teaching everybody else how to get money like how I got it, if everybody a millionaire, then nobody's a millionaire. Okay.
Yeah, but not everybody gonna be successful.
Yeah, but let me limit is how many people as well.
People are already limited.
If keep it that way, I made it. Fuck him. Fuck everybody else. That's his view of it.
Which is why I'm like, fuck him for the most part, because like there are so many levels and obstacles in right place, right time, not knowing what you know, but who you know type scenarios to get
for real. Like
to this level of success. And
I got friends that's like asking me for advice with shit with their financial stuff. Cause it's like, motherfucker, how you older than me, got a house and shit, and you asking me for it. It's asking me for, help with their stuff. And it's like, well, he's like, well, like I got a house now, and I'm like, first of all you gotta stop doing it. You gotta quit eating out every fucking day of the week. All you're gonna do is balloon in weight, and you're losing money. All right, knock that shit off. It's called a treat.
That's just something that they know. They just need somebody to tell them that, man.
I'm like,
especially, man, if you grown, man, then that's just common sense.
Yeah,
some people ain't got common sense.
Well, like he was buying breakfast and lunch out every day, full ass value meals and shit. I'm like, man, you can't be doing that every day. That ain't good for you physically, and the shit ain't good on your wallet. So
it ain't. You start doing the math. You do $20 a day for breakfast and lunch. That's $600 a month almost.
Yeah, and he'll like, dude, like my account in the red and shit. Like, nah, man, you can't be doing that. You need to pull your shit together.
Damn.
Like if you don't have your shit together, and for me not say nothing would be fucked up and wrong. So I told him the truth, like, dude, you can't be eating out every day for breakfast. Now here's what you can do. All right, go to fucking Walmart. Get that $3 ass box of waffles. It's like $2.93. Get that. Get you some syrup. Get that Swaggerty sausage. It's like $9. Comes with like 30 sausages. You can eat off that shit, okay? And you only done spent like $12. Okay, you spent $12. This is gonna feed you for at least, half of the month for breakfast.
And
Now I can understand sometimes you come in off work, you don't feel like cooking nothing or whatever. Y'all done had a hard day. All right, yeah, you stop at fucking, McDonald's, but you don't gotta get no fucking value meal. You know what the fuck you do? You get some cheeseburgers, some nuggets, some fries. You come back to the house, you get you some water, or get you some fucking, make sure you get like a fucking 12-pack of fucking Sam's Club Cola or whatever, and you good to go.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
You'll have more money.
Shit.
You will have more money. Now, the thing is like, dude, like you can't be spending your money on bullshit just because, oh, well, I cut out, spending money at different food restaurants. Yeah, you cut back on that, but it's like you could be saving money on other shit instead of, oh, I want to fucking buy this. Like there's sometimes during the month I'm like, man, I want to get this fucking game right now. I could go out here and I could buy it, yeah, but you got other shit you need to do. Like I got I got a house and shit, but like I still got bills to maintain. I got shit that needs to pay for. I got to keep the fridge stocked. Come on. And then it's like, okay, motherfuckers want like, well, and it's the same thing. Like he wants to like get fit and shit. Him and his wife. I was like, all right, cool. You need to fucking like get you like, okay, you can't get a gym membership now. There's plenty of free fucking resources on fucking YouTube. There's like, you can watch whole ass Taibo sessions on fucking YouTube.
Bro, I've been doing nothing but calisthenics, and like I told y'all last week, I dropped 35 pounds.
Yeah, it's like all this shit is here for free on fucking YouTube and stuff. People don't want to do it. They're like, well, I want to get me on a fucking diet. You want to do a bullshit ass diet like keto.
I'm gonna tell you a funny story.
You don't want to buy no vitamins, but you want to spend it on some bullshit, quick, fast, and hurry. I buy vitamins every time I'm turning around. My weight is like not fucking gone up. It has gone down, and I'm doing all right. Granted, I'm still don't get me wrong. I will kill for a triple baconator from Wendy's right now. All right, but that's different. Now that being said, if you want shit to change, get up and do it. Don't fucking sit up here and act like, oh well, I can't do it. I'm not this. I don't want to waste my money on vitamins and working out, or I don't want to buy no fucking weights. I want all the shit just to magically just come the fuck off. No, motherfucker, this shit doesn't do it that way. I wish it would, but it doesn't.
You got to put the work in.
Yeah, exactly, and it's like it's motherfuckers that they being microwave bitches. They want everything fast. And
you call them access.
Yeah,
because when you a microwave bitch, that's all you want. You want your shit quick. You ain't trying to do shit.
Yeah.
You want shit to change, you get up and you'll fucking do it. If it doesn't fucking matter to you, if it matters to you, you'll get up and you will fucking do it. But if you sit up here blaming everybody else for shit that you done fucked up and did, I mean, come on, it's just I hate that shit.
Mentality.
I hate that shit. Like with certain people, they be like, I can't say no money, but you just bought a whole bunch of bullshit that you didn't even need. Be buying fucking clothes, and it's like, okay, so you bought a whole bunch of clothes at full price. All right, you could have bought the shit online, waited 3 or 4 days, and had it shipped to the house.
Yeah.
You could have got a coupon code, knocked 40% off that damn order. I just gotta wait 2-3 days. I do that shit with my clothes. I do that shit with video games. I fucking coupons for every goddamn thing. People want to look down on that shit, but it's like, yeah, I only spent 40% less, and I got the same shit.
Act like, man, the saving is not cool or something, huh?
People act that way. They're like, oh, I spent all this money on it.
The mentality comes from watching music videos and YouTubers and all this other culture that's like, in order to be considered as successful, you have to have the latest linens and clothes that all, bankrupt you. I call it peacocking. You're going around showing how much money you got, but really you ain't got shit because you spent it all on that outfit.
Yeah,
and it's not worth it. And
it's like them cats that like they would buy fucking. When I was growing up, I didn't have Nike Air Force. I didn't have Nike shit at all, save for maybe a hat or two. But these cats would have fucking Nike Air Force every time we was turning around, and I'm like, man, I spent like $100 on that shit. Like, you spent $100 to put on the ground. That's not even dress shoes, just regular tennis shoes that you're gonna tear up within 90 days or less. And it's like, oh well, yeah, I also spent another $50 because I wanted the briefcase that it came with. Motherfucker, you were like fucking 12. What the fuck do you need a briefcase for?
A briefcase for what? Wait a minute. A briefcase
for
some shoes?
Yeah, it's an
Oh
accessory.
God.
Remember when niggas was buying them damn fucking Nike Air Force Ones with the you're like, oh yeah, this one came with the briefcase. Like,
damn.
What the fuck is you finna use this briefcase for?
I don't see how people buy, Kanye's new shoes. That shit look like he fucking glued some insoles to some Stay Puft Marshmallow extra large editions, but people want to spend hundreds of dollars on his fucking shoes. I'm like, it don't make no sense to me. But you have this culture of just, we got to spend the most amount of money, and that comes back full circle to, when is the time to sit down and say, hey, all that shit you see in his music video, that motherfucker leasing it. This is a promotion for the company that he's, doing the video with. Like, what was it though? What was the white guy that was running around jumping in everybody's music video saying he ain't paid for shit?
Macklemore.
No, not Malcolm Moore. It's a different white guy.
Lil Dicky.
Yeah, Lil Dicky. He's like, I ain't paid for shit, and he just shot a big ass music video, and he makes you think he paid for all that shit. And it's like, this is the information that needs to be put out there, because it just all it would take is somebody to say, yeah, I was doing that shit. Like, for example, T-Pain has a Twitch channel and he streams and he talks about a lot of that shit. And he's like, bro, I bought a Bugatti Veyron for $5 million, driving down a highway, a rock popped up, hit into the engine cowl, and it was $1 million to fix. I said, why the fuck do I have this car?
Exactly.
So he sold that car and got $5 million for because they had to fix the engine. But it's like, now he just got the standard cars he grew up with that he wanted, and they were like cheap as shit because it was way back in the fucking like 80s. And it's like, this is the shit that needs to be broadcasted. But I'm done.
It's that kind of shit. It's like, people be like, oh, I got a PS5, like, but did you pay your bills this month?
Yeah.
You got this, you got this, you got this. And it's like, well, I bought all this new. Why the fuck did you buy this shit online? Like, I go to fucking Walmart.com. I'll get me like 2 pairs of jeans. And like, like people like look at me and like, yeah, I dress pretty nicely, but then again, like you look at all my shit. This shirt, this My Hero Academia shirt, I got this at GameStop. It was on the clearance rack of t-shirts because they trying to get rid of them. $6.97. And I only paid $1 for this because I used my $5 coupon off for monthly. So it's like, y'all motherfuckers out here want to spend money doing bullshit.
Well, you know what, man? And for me, man, I don't knock nobody's opinion or choice of how they chose to live their life, because it's just all levels to it to me. Because I don't look at nobody different if you choose to rock the polo or the Gucci, or if you want to do the designer clothes, then there's you. Because I know some people like regulars that don't do the designer, that like wearing little graphic shirts and just some regular jeans and some nice little shoes, and they're cool with that. But I know people who like to wear the Gucci or the Fendi shoes, or they like to wear expensive shit, and that's just them. Or they like to ride. They like to ride in nice cars. They like to live in nice areas and nice houses and stuff like that. But that's just them. But if they can afford it, they can afford it. So you can't knock nobody that who can afford
Yeah.
it. But
I don't knock them if you can afford it,
the
but
problem
like,
come in is when you can't afford
can't
it
afford
and
it.
you trying to keep up.
yeah,
Yeah,
like
but
I
that's the
seen
thing though.
motherfuckers that do that shit. It's like man, dude, they were like they get their whole check and they spend it as soon as they fucking
They
get it
get
on
as soon as
bullshit.
exactly. You
I
know,
hate that shit. It's like, well, I had bills. Did you pay them? Man, I went and bought this bullshit first. Like, why the fuck did you do that? You knew you
why ain't
had
you?
this to take
Yeah,
care
Yeah,
of.
that's definitely the downside of it.
Like,
But
but
you
I had
that's
know,
to
the
talk to
but
yeah.
motherfuckers about that. Like, you
but the
can't do
people I
this.
know and be around, they actually could get it. So that motivate me. But that ain't necessarily what I'm motivated to get.
Yeah, I'm
Cause
like, I'm trying to build generational wealth and shit. Like, yeah, I'm not trying to fucking have, fucking this and this and this bullshit. Like, I want to have like shit in my actual house. And like,
Exactly.
it actually works. I want to get shit done on my house
In the
versus,
words of my grandfather, there are too many black people stuck on the concept of rich and not wealthy.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean, but people want to had they want to have a fun, and unless it's cool, it's made cool,
you
and
can,
and I feel like going back to the original topic, until it's made cool for folks
Well, we'll never go
to
anywhere
be.
since we constantly catering to children who
yeah.
refuse to grow up.
I mean, no, I'm talking about until they make it cool
We'll
and
never
they
get
start.
anywhere because we're catering to children and they refuse to grow up. Not everything is
well,
cool. Not
Exactly.
everything is
it's
fun.
gonna
Not
have its
everything is enjoyable. Life
yeah.
is a struggle. And
You're
you need
right.
to learn how to succeed at that bitch after you get out of high school.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because I fucked up
Yeah.
myself and failed
You
miserably, and
need to
now I'm
learn
bouncing
while
back.
you in high school, while you in
I
middle school,
agree, but your
while
high
you in
school ain't
Exactly.
gonna
grade
teach
school.
you. Your high school ain't gonna teach you shit, and chances are your parents don't know shit because they had the same barriers to get through that we got to get through. But the difference is with us, we have the internet, but you got too many motherfuckers that don't wanna actually Google how to learn something, but they're more interested in who slept with who on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, and it's
Yeah.
Exactly.
like that's.
Basically, that's all. That's
I
Bro,
know.
that's
Slept
what
I
it
with shit
can't.
with
is.
I
who?
can't.
That's
I'm
exactly
trying not
what
to
it is.
rant. I'm
That
trying
is
not to rant.
that is their shit, and it's like,
Hey,
dude, like
Nah, man, say this,
sometimes,
man. No, say it
sometimes
because man, people
I'm
need to hear this
like,
and this need to get
I'm
out.
like, I'm
people
like,
do need to hear it.
people spend like, I look at people that's like, oh man, I bought me a new pair of Nikes. I'm like, so how much did you spend? And I spent like $100. Motherfucker, I went on eBay, got like 4 pairs of New Balance 574s. I got 4 pairs. I spent like 110. You got 1 pair of shoes. I got 4.
Serizaku like stunned open. Serizaku
I
say,
don't blame him. I would.
Serizaku
Hey,
say, I
The
got
only
4
time
pair of shoes. You got 1.
my philosophy is
exactly.
the only time you should be spending a large sum of money when it comes to what you have fun is if that is your career or it's
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
something you truly enjoy as a hobby that you do frequently.
I
Ain't
say
no way
if
in
you can
hell
do it, man. If you can
like
do it, do it.
Yeah.
all
Like,
this you
Because
only
because guess what, y'all know my saying. Do it if you could do it. Because if you in the hospital, sick in the hospital bed, or if you're dead or in jail, you can't enjoy the shit no way.
yeah.
So
Exactly.
so I figure, hey, if you do it, it's only a problem. Look, it's only a problem when you trying to keep up with the Joneses.
Yeah,
but
I'm
man,
Yeah.
not
all of them are trying
I
to
ain't
do it.
I ain't trying to keep up with
See now, we
nobody.
not trying to keep
And
up. See now, for
the
us,
only thing I'm trying to keep up with is make sure all these bills is fucking paid. That's it. That comes
that's why
first.
Yeah, but
Serizaku.
Exactly.
See, but you understand though, Serizaku. That's why for you it's like you would rather go spend you would rather break your 100 down and get 4 pair of shoes than just spend that one for one item. Get
Hmm.
you spending 150 on one pair of shoes when you would rather go get 5 pair for 150, and they might not be what everybody gonna like, but they gonna be your style and they gonna be what you gonna like.
Yeah, because I'm
Exactly.
like, I don't have time to like, like 90% of the time I can't even get my shoes in the store anyway. So it's like, fuck it, you
Bro,
gotta go online.
it's
Let me
all
go
good
here.
if you go to Walmart and go to their shoe section, bro, and find something because
Yeah,
you might bust something out of Walmart that still gonna look dope
only
on your
problem
foot.
is they ain't got them in my size. That's the only problem.
That'd be the biggest thing. Next thing I want to ask y'all about, man, is EA College Football is coming back next. Kind of lighten it up. EA College Football is coming back next July.
Are they using the
And
players' names?
Yeah.
Are they cutting them a check?
Yep.
Okay,
I
good.
believe so. But the
Okay,
difference
well, good.
is
I
the
will hold
difference
this
is
fuck EA Uno card.
Look.
yeah.
I really like. I'm glad it's coming back, but I would really rather have an XFL game right now.
Yeah.
Give me that shit.
Arcadey style, like a fucking Blitz.
Yeah. Give me that shit. Hurry that up.
Yeah.
That's what they
That
need.
would be hard.
That's what
That
they need.
would
Some
be hard.
crazy fucking hits, helmets exploding and popping off way into the stands and shit.
Because fucking EA needs some goddamn competition instead of fucking, who the fuck is it? Whatever the fuck they doing. Because they ain't doing a fucking thing.
Yeah.
That would be I mean, we'll see if it's hard. We'll see if it's hard.
9 times out of 10, it's probably just gonna be a copy paste of Madden. I feel like that. Like EA doesn't believe in doing stuff from scratch.
It'll be cool if they allow you to take that character from that college football game, and then you can import him into next year's Madden. That would be cool.
That makes too much sense. They're gonna charge you for that.
It does. I know.
They're gonna charge you $5 to import your character.
Man. What else did I see, man? It was something else that I saw that it'll come to me, but no, man. Shoot, I really hope that we get. I'm getting tired of these live service games. And I really hope we get away from live services because I'm tired of grinding, playing the game. Like I'm tired of these season passes. I'm tired of these season and battle passes. I'm tired of it. Because at first, y'all know I had that epic rant on her, and Breezy will tell you.
Mm-hmm.
At first, I was, and what has happened is exactly what has happened. And I mean, I know Hayes really ain't on the games like that, but he got kids and they play Fortnite, and he was telling me about a situation where the kids had made a purchase and then the whole account got took out, so all that money and skins and everything they didn't put in is gone. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, and then too, when they shut down, it's like, well, damn, what do we do now? Like we've made this game. It's a live service game. It's got to be online. It's got to be 24/7. We got to have it. Like, it's single player games dying because everybody want to be online. They want to, And I ain't gonna lie, I be on there. I ain't been on Fortnite. I got the little dances and I had the little Fortnite crew for a couple months. That was $10.
Just like with music, man, the gaming industry is changing, man.
No, but see, it's different because
streaming,
but see, this is the difference with music, right? If a streaming service shut down, I could still go and buy the music somewhere. I can go on Amazon. I could buy the music.
Yeah,
they shut iTunes. Well, you can still buy your music.
It's still gonna be somewhere, another avenue for you to go find.
But see, with the way they building the games is that even if I buy the game physically, if they shut their server down or they move on to the next game, then that game is obsolete. That's why, like, when the sports games come out, every year they come out with another sports game. So by the time that new sports game comes out,
they're cutting off the server.
They cutting off the server. Like, I remember playing when I started up NBA 2K21, right? They only got a 2-year shelf life on it.
Yeah.
Like, they gonna shut the servers off next year. So you better upgrade this year or next year, because every year they upgrading it and they barely doing
anything. So what's the next option then? What's the solution? What do you think?
they can. I mean, say they were Call of Duty, and they kind of did it with Warzone, but even with that, it's like it's gonna come a point in time where Fortnite falls off, and don't nobody want to play it. No. Well, actually, I take it back. I think Call of Duty and Fortnite gonna be a couple games that's gonna last. Them the Warzone and then Fortnite. I think those are the two games that's gonna last for. They're gonna end up being the next World of Warcraft, where we're gonna look back 15 years and they still here. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of these other games that's coming out that they building, um, like your Apex and some other games like that. I think one wrong move, it'll sink the whole ship. Like it almost happened with Destiny, but the difference is like they need to make good single player games that people gonna be able to go back to. Like even though people hated The Last of Us and Ghost of Tsushima and God of War and make them joints long, and instead of nickel and diamond folks all damn day, actually put some money behind making a solid game. You can have an online, but make it a campaign to where like it used to be back in the day, we played games over and over and over again. And we had to make sure that the games we got was good. And a lot of them we did make sure because we did our research and we read the magazines, we watched the videos, we watched G4 and all of that, and we made sound decisions on games that we could play over and over and over. Like I could still play GTA San Andreas right now, and that game is not it won't never get old. I could play Beautiful Joe right now. That game ain't gonna get old. I could play I got the Godfather game. I got um, Jack and Daxter. I got, these games I mentioned, Metal Gear. These games don't get old. But a lot of these games that come out now that's on always on live, all always online. You got to have a subscription to play it. On top of now we nickel and diming you, even though the base game might be free, but if you want to look at your character a different way, we're gonna sell you a skin. Or if you want to unlock this perk or this whatever, we gotta sell you that. And
Yeah.
it's getting out of hand. It's like make something that's gonna make me go back again and again and again and again to. Stop nickel and diming us because when y'all shut these servers off and let's just say, like I say, best case scenario, Fortnite, whatever, and Warzone keep going. It's still when I buy that Call of Duty this year, in 2 years time, the story ain't nothing I want to go back to. Y'all already done moved off of the online, and Warzone and Fortnite gonna be repetitive of the same game over and over and over again, which is fun, but it's no innovation,
Yeah.
you know. So how y'all feel? Do y'all feel like it should change, or are we just doomed because
It needs to
the kid?
change because it's
I'm
like
still trying to wrap my brain around it.
I'm tired of
So
I'm tired of having
go
certain
ahead,
games
Serizaku.
that's like legit year after year. Like the games are not as good because one is it's rolled out every year and it's got a shelf life of like X amount of time, right? And the worst part is just that like it ain't shit to play.
Right.
Exactly. Right. Well, right now it ain't because of the beginning.
That's what
But
I'm
basically
trying
what
to
it is.
understand, Zone. Like, why are they
Well,
even
hey, I'm gonna explain it to
manipulating?
you. I'm
Why
gonna
are they
explain it to
even
you
manipulating the system like that?
because let me explain it to you because it used to be where you go buy a game and you pop it in and you play that game and that's
That's
it.
it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Now
yeah.
they like, well, we got to build the game. We got to make the game 100, 200, 300, 400, $500 million like we building, like we shooting a movie, but we want $2 or $3 billion worth of profit. So what we gonna do? We gonna raise the prices of games, which they already kind of already did with the special, the limited edition. So you had this base $60 game, but oh wait a minute, you got to buy this season pass to get the content. Oh wait a minute, in the online you got to buy the battle pass. Oh wait a minute, if you want this pack, you got to spend the extra $20 so you get this weapon and this skin and this character and all that.
Somebody
So
getting
by the time
paid, boy.
I know it ain't the
Yeah,
developers either.
Somebody
CEOs,
getting
The
paid,
CEOs
paid.
get
CEOs
they
and
fire they
publishers,
and they,
Who
and they,
who is
yeah,
this company?
every
all of
company.
them, all of them doing it. It's like just imagine if right now in the game in the music game, right? they already kind of patting this off the music game, really, which
Right.
is they hiring the talent that's making the game, and they whore them out, and then basically after they get through, they fire everybody except the people, the programming manager, the development lead, and the CEO
Senior
of
senior staff.
the senior staff.
Because you kind of just said it's on just like with music, and you used to just go buy the CD, pop it in, and nobody profited off that. But now it's like that's why they got streaming now. So now it's like everybody like you gonna have to listen to every song, and whoever listen is gonna accumulate money. So now it's like you don't even have to own a physical copy no more of nothing.
Nope.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, why do they gotta
Can't even get
manipulate
an
this? All
MP3 of it. You can't
why
even
do
get
they
a
always
digital
gotta
file.
manipulate this? Why do they always gotta manipulate this so much where now it's like, yeah, man, we just gonna get all the money. Now we gonna make you get the limited
Yeah,
edition.
because they want to buy
We gonna give you the regular
them.
edition. Then we gonna do the limited edition. Then we gonna
Dude,
just keep
you
on coming with
know,
stuff.
Deluxe, Mega, Ultra, Platinum.
that's the shit that I can't stand with it. It's like, can y'all just release the fucking game with all the content that we used to have? Like, for real.
No, because Hayes, the CEO of the company, he gotta wipe his behind with $100 bills and buy strippers and cocaine and big dope, and you know they gotta go. Then they gotta go outside to their mega yacht and go out there and throw the money in the air and burn it because they got so much
Because the way
money. They
that you
just
just
roll.
explain these games, bro, the stuff is frustrating because for some people that who not really game savvy or they go into these game stores and you go in there thinking that you just gonna go buy like a certain game, but then you go buy the game, then you gotta need like a certain type of internet to run it, and it just be too much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically, you gotta have the internet. Then you gotta have you gotta pay for the membership to even play it online. Then you gotta make sure that you know you got a HD TV so it look good because you can't really
Yeah.
see it. Then you load the game up and they talking about okay, well you got a battle pass or whatever, so they give you a little taste, a little micro dot to get you hooked in, and then boom, now you hooked. Now you want to play more, so it's like. Cause I was playing Fortnite and I was like, oh man, I want to have this person, this person. And I'm like, wait a minute, stop. This is how they get. I'm like, I started drinking the Kool-Aid. I said, oh no, hell no, let
It
me
is
stop.
cool though that man that you can go online and play against people around the world. That's
Yeah, I will
now
say that
now
playing
that's
against
cool.
like playing against my cousins that live in the other state, and you know, Breezy and Serizaku, we can be in Serizaku, get on something, man, and you know, be across town, but you know, quarantine. So you know what I'm saying? It's just like it's dope in that aspect, but they just nickel and dime and nickel and dime and nickel and dime,
Yeah.
shuck it and jive, shuck it and jive,
Hey, man,
and
it's a
it's like,
business, man. It's a
man,
business.
it's too much, bro. Even with the movies, like I felt like what's going on with we was talking about that earlier, and maybe you could chap in with this Zack Snyder. They saw like with Justice League, right? I feel like this movie, and I want everybody that's watching this, if you watching it live, you know, shout out to everybody that's in here. Y'all make sure y'all like and share this. I want everybody right now under the sound of my voice. Thursday night before you go to bed, or wake up at midnight if you ain't got to work, or even if you got to work, get up, go to bed early, get up, watch that movie one time before you go to work. Leave the movie on while you at work. When you get home, you know, put the sleep time on 4 hours so it go off, so you know, don't burn your TV out or run your electric bill all the way up. But have that mug on replay. I want everybody to jam the Snyder cut. I'll make another video and tell y'all to jam the Snyder cut because we need to show Warner Brothers that, you know what I'm saying, that we want to see the rest of Zack Snyder vision, and they need to hire him back on and let him do what he do, because they looked over and saw Avengers making $1 billion and Superman only made 660 million, and they panicked, and then they remixed this man vision for his movie, because he's supposed to have two Batman versus Superman. It was supposed to be a part 1 and 2. It was supposed to be totally different. They messed that up, which the Ultimate Edition really, it was okay. It was a competent movie, but it was like Coming to America 2, where it was a serviceable movie, But this is something that we have been waiting for a long, long time. Then they got the Justice League and just destroyed it. Like the movie ain't even. You could tell it was a hollow shell of a movie. And yeah, they made $1 billion, but then they had to bring in Aquaman. Aquaman was cool, but they literally copied off of Black Panther, and that's the only reason why that movie was dope, because they had Jason Momoa. And them actors was the actors made that movie a little bit different, but Black Panther had did it the year before or earlier that year. Wonder Woman was cool, the first one, but then they ran it into the ground with 88 trying to be Marvel. You know what I'm saying? And now Marvel has went darker, so now it's like they didn't went darker. They going into magic. They going into darker territory with their content. And so now Warner Brothers is just shucking and jiving. They put all these movies online and they doing well, but they have zero faith in their slate. Everybody else pushing their movies back, trying to wait this Corona out. I mean, a CPAC out, and they trying to wait and basically weather the storm. But Warner Brothers like, here you go. We're gonna give you every movie we got in one shot, which is good for us because it keeps everybody at home and it keeps everybody subscribed to this service. But at the same time, you doing a disservice to the people that, I mean, I don't know. I just feel like, certain movies like King Kong versus Godzilla, yeah, Tom and Jerry, yeah. But like Dune, I mean, I guess it made sense because a lot of the movies they had was good that they were gonna put out. So it is kind of a gamble to see what was working and what's not, and it kind of gives them a gauge to what people want to see and how much they want to see.
At least they ain't pulling a Disney.
Well, I keep telling you, Serizaku, they waiting until the third or fourth week of Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and they're gonna say it. They're gonna drop their trailer on it just like they did with Raya when it got close. When WandaVision got close to being over with. When they got to the,
I remember saying Black Widow need to be dropped on here.
It is.
And I don't know how they heard me say Black Widow, but apparently they said Raya and the Last Dragon.
I'm telling you,
there's only one Last Dragon.
I'm telling you, it's gonna be
the Last Dragon.
If they push it
that movie
back,
has Shogun Shonuff, and that movie kicks ass. This movie don't.
I'm telling you, it's gonna be.
It's not that bad of a movie. Look, it's just that it ain't worth $30. It'll be worth $30 if I had like 4-5 kids and a spouse. All right, yeah, that's a steal.
A lot of damn kids.
Well, I mean, come on, man. I don't know, man.
He said 4-5.
He said that shit's strong.
Like, look, man. I'm gonna be that fucking dad whenever I do have kids. You need to say you fucking like 12. Yeah, you might be 12. No, motherfucker, you 6. You 6. Oh, kids under 7 eat free. But you need to shut the fuck up.
We did all had
big ass
at least one guy. Yeah.
you know that look that your mama gave you to look like nigga, if you fuck me, you give him that look.
I guess it's true. You look, or you sneaking into the movie, getting you fast walking over. You're like, looking just like you just did, looking around the corner.
Look, real talk. I'm gonna be that fucking parent. I'm gonna be that parent that's gonna go like, oh, kids under 5 get discount rate, but I'm knock that shit off.
But I'm going to the bathroom. Man, but I'm just saying, man, like that I think they want to throw a whole bunch of money at somebody. Tell them go make this movie. and they expect, and this is across all of this is across music, movies, games. Only places you don't really see that is in books. Like books, they have some type of tempered expectation for it. Like they don't just say here's the
Oh,
like the
that's
person.
mm,
No, not for real. Unless it's like a Harry Potter or something like that. But they generally those catch fire and it becomes multimedia. But
yeah.
books, people writing them, the only thing you really spending money on is printing. But if you know a book is hot, like when that Obama book before that mug came out, the, the pre-orders was through the roof. Like I had got it on Libby, right? And I need to go listen to it. But the book sold out. They had like at least 30 copies. I went to Target one day. The next day I forgot, came back and got something. It was one copy left on the standee, and it was already gone. So it's like certain, when Gucci Man put his book out, the Gucci Man book was all right, Breezy. Go ahead, Breezy. Shout out to Breezy for coming through. Like when the Obama book came, I'm telling you, it was gone in 60 seconds. The Gucci Man book gone. There was only one copy left. The Rick Ross book gone. The
Yeah.
Michelle Obama book gone. Like I'm just using those examples. When Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, even though I felt like the first half was good. I didn't get to the second half
Mm-hmm.
all the way up until the twist in the story. It was good. It was showing, your boy Harry in a different light. Like, he was, all of what he said he was gonna do, he kind of messed up with it. Yeah, one kid was messing up. He didn't know what to do with him. Spoilers, but that book was gone in 60 seconds. I mean,
Yeah.
those books are easy to sell out on and sell out on a consistent basis because you only gonna print up enough copies, whereas they print up 10, 20, 30,000 copies of a movie. And then you 5 months later, you can see it in the daggone bargain bin, or go from the front of the aisle to the back of the aisle to the bargain bin in just a few months. Then they got DVDs from 10 years ago that they go in the back and they take a crane or a machine. What's the little thing, like one of them, like a ball pen machine, and shuffle them mugs back in the back, and then they bring them out on a pallet, and you got a copy of Daggone Coming to America on DVD with the regular cover, and right over there on the shelf they reselling to you on Blu-ray for $20. So it's like they make it too big to fail, whereas books, they just know like it's not, and people getting them digitally now, so that's cutting out the middleman even further, because I could literally type up a book in my notes, put it in a PDF file, upload it, boom, I got a book on Kindle and across all the different sites. You know what I'm saying? I can go make sure I get my my trademark and my copyright and all of that stuff, and my LLC, make sure everything registered, and within a month I got my book out. But I just feel like they need to quit making stuff too big to fail. They need to read their audience instead of just seeing what works and what don't work, and then everybody trying to run and do that. You know, so
Yeah.
rant over on that, man. But hey, we did another classic episode, man. Shout out to Hayes and Breezy for coming through. Serizaku, you my man. But it's like I gotta put you in the like when. Let me see what ranger I'm gonna use.
Dog, you know
When
me. I'm
when
gold.
Jason, oh, that's what I was finna say. When Jason took over for the gold, that's how I feel about
Bro,
you taking over for Breezy.
bro, every time like I put on a black turtleneck with a chain, I'm like, man, I feel like the Gold Ranger right now. Like, hold up.
Hey man, I had the whole. I ain't even. I'm gonna have to bring a you ain't lying moment. Crossover. I had the costume. Like I had literally saw the ad, and I
Uh-huh.
told my mom because she had like taped it. I said, "Mama, I want this costume. I want the staff. I want the morpher. I
Hmm.
want the whole." And she got it. That That it was in 96 or 97 or 97 and 98.
Yep.
She had got me that whole get up. And I had some
That's
white Nikes to go with it.
shit,
So
man.
I was
I tell
Man,
you,
she
man, like,
plugged you, man.
oh
I
man, I
mean,
stepped in the Halloween party. I had all the girls giving me the candy. I had all of they like, damn, he got the whole pot, he got the whole and it wasn't no fake, it wasn't a hood one where you took a daggone like a white uh a white stocking cap and cut the eye holes out of it and then you spray painted over it. No, this was the real deal with the real. Only thing it had the mask, but they mask were quality. It wasn't that little piece of plastic. No, this was the hard plastic,
mhm.
damn near the hell. Like and I was looking for a football helmet to take the daggone um to tighten up the sides and take off the face mask and paint that mug myself so I could put the mask over the football helmet so I could have, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't get a chance to do all that. So because it wasn't nothing but putting some black paint with the gold streaks on it, you know,
That was it, bro.
$12 that look, put that
I'm
mask over
telling
it
you,
and we
man.
done. Like I had the white, she went and bought the white gloves for me, like the real leather Michael Jackson white gloves. For boy, I walked in that party. All I needed was the damn theme music, and it was over with. You know, because we used to go to this little spot off of it was a couple streets off of National Bridge to Kings Highway, and there used to be like a tavern. So up downstairs they had the kid party, upstairs they was drinking. So, but they tore that place down. I watched them tear it down to the ground, and my heart broke. But yeah, that's how I feel, Serizaku, when you stepped in for Breezy, man. And you
All
know he
right,
fly
bro.
in when he can, yeah, man. And Hayes, you know I appreciate you coming on, bro. You ain't lying podcast at 6 p.m. every Wednesday. Beats and Bits podcast every Friday at 9 p.m. And next week we're gonna be talking. Next week probably is the Snyder Cut episode. So if you don't want to come on
Yeah.
there, we ain't talking about nothing. But I'm all matter of fact, when I get off of here, I'm gonna put both of the shows up, and y'all to know ahead of time. Don't be coming on here. Well, I ain't get to see. You gonna have a whole 24 hours to go see that mug. A
Yep.
whole 24. Hayes, you get the trial, so you come back on here and see it. And I know you
It's
gonna
all good.
get that brown, sit the kids down. And look, this is what we doing. I hope y'all did your homework from 6 to 10. We gonna let y'all stay up late tonight and watch that mug, and that way we come back. Go ahead, get you that brown. Go on the wait to go to Pasta House that day and sit on down. Now they
Mhm.
Shit.
probably gonna pass out, but you keep going.
Hey man, and salute y'all, man. And Serizaku,
No problem, man.
KILLZOWN, man. And salute to y'all, man, and for letting me slide through, man.
Anytime.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Anytime. And we out, y'all. Make sure y'all like, comment, share, subscribe. Shout out to Jadal Gaming L Street. She just was filming that off video featuring the game. So y'all finna see that probably. I don't know when y'all gonna see it, but y'all finna see it. Anyway, y'all can catch me on Patreon. We talking about doing I talked to Hayes about doing it. Y'all might start seeing us have our little. I mean, man, I'm gonna have to start hitting you up, but we gonna have to sit down and brainstorm because people been asking about our green room off air chats. So I got
Cool.
to figure out how we gonna record it. But and once the channel gets monetized, y'all once the channel gets monetized, we're gonna start having merch. So y'all get ready. It's the two biggest podcasts in the game. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying it now. Everybody else get out the damn way. And it's the Beast of Best Podcast Network. We out. Peace.